we can have all of the stuff and the things. All the way over here. And these over here. And last one here. Once again, doesn't need power. We're going to give it power anyway. And that's going to supply... Where are they? Organic crystals. Now we need to just get to the other side of the planet and set those up to actually grab. You can see, fill out our rare resource item thing again. Rare resource items. Just going to grab this, and we've got that, so that's local demand. What was the other thing? Coal. Coal. We're going to local demand that and remote supply. And there you go. So it's going to use like all of the 100 to grab things, and then it's going to increase because it's then going to be sending it. Which ideally it would do the opposite, where it would send it first until the PLSs are out, and then the ILS will send out to actually pull harder. But in all honesty, either way really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how it's done. So now these are set to where once we get back to the factory planet, we can start pulling these and we can create the items we need to actually utilize all of that, which will be glorious. But I need another drink as my throat's getting dry. So give me just a moment here and I will go get that and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I really needed that drink. Holy crap. Alrighty. So now we got that. We need one more item because to build what we're after at the moment, the advanced mining machine, we need these gratting crystals, and they're fairly rare. Now we don't need many of them, especially when we're proliferating everything. We won't use very many of them, but to build us, I mean, we'll still use quite a bit. But in all honesty, once we get to a certain point, we'll start tearing them down off of on planets that are no longer mining anything, and redistributing them on new planets to do that. So we'll stop actually making these for the most part. We only need maybe, I don't know, 1,000, maybe, not even, maybe only like 500 of these at any given point in time. Because as we're researching, I mean, we're going to continuously be researching our vein utilization, because this is an infinite research. So we can literally just start continuously researching, and eventually we're going to get to a point to where our resource utilization is essentially nil, and we never run out of resources, ever. At least I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. I would love to see where, even researching the vein utilization, that there is a person who has managed to remove every single resource from the map. All the resources, where basically his only source of resources coming in is the dark fog. That would be cool in my mind. Another challenge, not going to be after this one, obviously, but after maybe when we come back, I do have a challenge in mind that I want to do where you don't mine any resources. You just pave over them. The resources you pave over them, you don't use them. The only resources you can use is the resources that you get from the dark fog. I don't know how well that's going to work. That's going to be a challenge. I might have to make an exception in there, whereas you can mine the a beginning copper patch. You just basically pick a copper patch, and that's your beginning ammo to get to the point to where you can do that. Basically, you can use the starting resources to get to the point. I think it's just to get the ammo, just the copper, and then you yourself actually play a bit to do that, and you can mine just enough iron to get your first Gauss turret. So you can hand mine just enough iron to get your first Gauss turret, and then after that you have to not only repair it, but mine things, pick up all the resources, so on and so forth. That would be an interesting playthrough in my mind. I also think that at the very beginning it's going to be a very obnoxious playthrough, and it's not going to be fun for whoever's doing that, especially if I'm doing that. It's probably something that I would do as a time lapse, and just kind of just describe what's going on, more so than maybe doing a let's play of it. I don't know. Tell me what you think about it in the comments, if that's something that you would think that would be kind of fun to watch, or as a kind of like a time lapse piece, or if you would like to see a let's play and experience the struggle that I would have getting to a point to where I would be set to I guess function, basically. Cruise ended. Alrighty, we are on the last planet. Fire ice, literally right here. But we need to find a spot to put. Alright, let's emptier. Alrighty, brilliant. We're going to go to the South Pole this time. Away from the fire ice, but closer to the grating crystal. Neat.
Flight mode.
Alrighty, our first ILS goes here. And by here, I mean exactly right here. It is frozen on this planet. Solar energy ratio is horrendous. But in all honesty, the solar is only used until we can get to the next level. So once we have a good stockpile of deuterium fuel rods, then we'll start moving the deuterium fuel rods to better power things. I can't think of what they are. The whatever the fuels building the deuterium fuel rods can fuel besides Icarus. Because Icarus can use them too. They're actually better fuel than the hydrogen fuel, but the hydrogen fuel's a lot easier to make and do. Right.
Light mode. Mineral depleted.
Alrighty, we've got our beginning power. Obviously, it's not going to be a whole lot. We don't need it to be a whole lot. We'll come by and upgrade it anyway. We're just getting kind of the rare resources so we can better fix our planet factory to be able to make all the things we want it to make. So there's that. That's got our central power. We don't need it to bring anything in at the moment. That's a lie. This one's going to be bringing in stuff. Once again, miners, buildings, miners, miners. Once again, 200 of those. That, 200 of those. Those. 200 of those. These ones, the mini fusion power plants. That's what these are going to be bringing in. That's what I should put on the other ones. We're going to put just 100 max those there for now. And then that's it for now. So remote demand, remote demand, remote demand, remote demand, give, no, take. I forget. Those aren't needed. Once again, these will deliver. Lies, this one, last one. Warpers, where are they? There they are. Warpers, we can give 200 of those and demand those. And we'll have that come down through this hole right here that we have. And we'll set a ILS right there, just like that. So have this come across and come down. Just like that. And that will feed that this here. This is going to be getting crystals and fire ice. Those are the ones we're worried about right now. Do we not have... We do not. Okay, so we're out, all out of the interstellar logistics ones. So they're going to have to send logistics to pick up and come back. That's a lie. I'm a moron. This one, we're going to clear this one for a minute. We're going to get this and we're going to pull the small little item that we need real quick. We want 100 of those. Remote demand. Bring them here. Meantime, we're going to get everything set up. Squeeze needs them. They must be here. Alrighty, now that that's set up, next thing that we need to do is find our fire ice vein. There's one right there. So we're going to come over and we're going to set up a PLS over here. We're going to set it up here. Yeah, We're gonna set it up down here a bit. Those three will then go on the top, and then the stone on the side. But right now we're just worried about the fire ice. So this one right here. Looks like I'm only going to just barely have enough miners.
Upgrade complete.
It's a little aggravating that I only have like just barely enough, but in all honesty, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Not something that needs to be, well, that we need to be uptight over. That I need to be uptight over. Okay, correction. T-dum, T-dum. It's kind of hard to see these lines on, aren't they? The smaller ones. Comes over here. And just like that, that's now got power. How much power are we putting? 22 megawatts? Obviously consumption is way off the roof because, well, these need power, a lot of power, for the time being.
Flight mode.
And we've got grading crystals just over here. Brilliant. Just another PLS. I like using these PLSs. Obviously, they won't be useful after in a little bit. Once we get the advanced mining machines up and going, the PLSs won't matter because these are essentially miners and PLSs all in one. It will be glorious once we have them. Which this is the final resource that we really need for them. Let's put these all in place. And power. Just like that, and this is going to have that. Fill that up all the way.
Flight mode.
This planet, we may need to figure out more power. We will do that as needed here. There we go. There's another rare resource. We just need kimberlite ore and unipolar magnets, and then we've completed the rare resource side of the milestones. So
Flight mode.
now that those are all going, it's wonderful. This is going to be, we want to locally demand these. Just like that. And away they go. Alrighty, I'm certain that once these are fully charged,
Flight mode.
they'll fix itself,
Mineral
sort
depleted.
of. You know what? I'm gonna put
Flight
another solar ring here. Let's see, where do we want? Let's do this outer ring here. So if we have power, we don't have a whole lot, which is unfortunate. We have these in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like this. We're going to just take that clip. We're going to use it now. And this side, make it easier. And just slowly go across. And don't forget your shift enter. In this case, we need to go in and fill up some area, because water. Terrible, terrible location. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is what it was. Use now. As the cat causes problems. And we'll just continue our ring around the planet, well, around the southern area of the planet to produce more power. Right now, until we can get back here with more There we go. And that is a perfect ring.
Flight mode.
Well, a perfect secondary ring anyway. So,
Flight mode.
it pulled some. Brilliant. We'll just pull all 600 out then.
Flight mode.
And we will finish the ring, which will provide then plenty of power.